The achievements of Islam in Africa are tremendous. I'm here to find out which one had better achievements for its time period. Today we will find out Islam's or African civilization's achievements. Islam, whose followers' names are Muslims, made great achievements in math and science. In math, they made advances in geometry and trigonometry. Most likely, the most important one was in algebra. They even made great advances in medicine and was well advanced for their time period. Another achievement was at Mecca, which is Islam's holy city. It was prosperous and important in the middle of the 6th century. By the middle of the 6th century, Mecca was prosperous and important. First, it was at the crossroads of the lucrative caravan trade. Vast camel trains bearing spices, perfumes, precious metals, ivory, and silk filled through the town, headed north on the way from Yemen to the markets of Syria, and headed east from the Red Sea across the desert to Iraq. Adding to the profits of the caravans was a brisk pilgrimage trade, for Mecca was the site of Arabia's holiest pagan shrine, the Kaaba. Islam was very advanced during this time period. The religion spread and reached to different civilizations in Africa. One of these was the Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was located in western Africa and grew up along the Niger River. The empire was ruled by Mansa Musa in 1312. In 1337, he died after a 25-year reign. He was a Muslim and followed the Islamic religion. Musa was the one to introduce Islam to Mali. In 1324, Musa went on his Hajj to Mecca, which is the holy city of Islam, and all Muslims are encouraged to go at least one time in their lifetime. He took over 60,000 people, 1,000 camels, with 24,000 pounds of gold, and he traveled a total of 4,000 miles. From the beginning of coming to stay in Egypt, I heard talk of the arrival of his Sultan, Musa, on his pilgrimage, and found the people of Cairo eager to recount what they had seen of the Africans' wasteful spending. I asked the Emir Abu, and he told me the luxury, many virtues, and piety of his Sultan. When I went out to meet him, that is, on behalf of the mighty Egyptian Sultan, Al-Malik al-Nazir, he did me extreme honor and treated me with the greatest courtesy. Then he forwarded the royalty treasure, many loads of unworked native gold and other valuables. Surprisingly, Mali had Islam as a great importance in their government. In fact, most government officials were Muslim scribes. Another civilization in Africa was the Kingdom of Ghana. Ghana was also located in the western part of Africa. Its capital city is Kombe, and the kingdom ruled from 300 to 1100 CE. Their natural resources were iron and gold. Eventually, the kingdom was pressured into becoming Islamic, and the kingdom became more territory of Mali. Ghana's achievements were in trading. They became rich and were able to have their dogs wear collars of gold and horses living the life. Just based on the animals, you can see that Ghana was very rich. In the court of appeal, these animals would be there with the king and the governor sitting in front of him. The court of appeal is held in a domed pavilion around which stand 10 horses with gold embroidered trappings. Behind the king stand 10 pages holding shields and swords decorated with gold. And on his right are the sons of the subordinate kings of his country, all wearing splendid garments with their hair mixed with gold. The governor of the city sits on the ground before the king, and around him are ministers seated likewise. At the door of the pavilion are dogs, wearing collars of gold and silver, studded with a number of balls of the same metals. All in all, I think that Islam had the greatest achievements and was most advanced for its time period. Even today, we use algebra in medicine. Though Musa made his Hajj to Mecca, he gave away gold as he went through the cities. This caused inflation in Africa, which I don't think is a great achievement for Africa. Ghana made prosperous trades and became very wealthy, but didn't improve a system or object that we use today. In my opinion, Islam had the greatest achievements. Fun facts: the Kingdom of Ghana never influenced the name of Ghana today. And also, for some reason, when I see a picture of Mansa Musa, I see Ezekiel from The Walking Dead, because he was the king of a kingdom in The Walking Dead. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something about Islam and Africa. And yes.